Guys, there's really no easy way to put this and to break the news to you guys, but AMC is about to go crazy here in the next couple of months, and I hope you guys are very excited. AMC is setting up to be the perfect trade for hedge funds that want to go long on the stock along with apes, as well as all retail investors alike. I think there's massive opportunity here that is coming in the near term future, and I want to go over all of the data points that I am looking at and express and relay that information back to you guys. So if you are excited heading into this next week with AMC stock, it's going to be very volatile. I think we're going to see more gains ahead. Hit the like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, and check out all of the pinned comments as well as the links down below in the description of this video. Alright guys, first off, I probably sparked your attention by saying AMC is the perfect trade. Now let me explain this to you guys. So we know that hedge funds, they are greedy for returns right now. They are trying to hold clients' capital for a longer period of time. So they need to, especially in this next year, provide some incredible returns. And the markets in general, they're propped up on thin stilts. We have our big stocks, our big, large cap stocks over $1 trillion in market cap that is really holding everything up. Whereas AMC is in the sector of the markets, really in the small and mid cap stocks that are beaten into the ground. So like I went over on the other video earlier today, I do think there's going to be a sector wide rotation away from these $1 trillion+ market cap stocks into these mid cap stocks. But at the same time, you guys may have heard this in financial media, in the news, that basically the Omicron variant may be the end of the pandemic since it is so mild and is likely to take over Delta here in the next couple of months. We could essentially go back to normal. And what sector of the economy is AMC in? AMC is in the recovery sector of the economy. So I think you're going to get another big boost on top of money already flowing into mid-cap stocks here in the next couple of months. I think you're going to see more money flooding into these recovery stocks as well. God willing, as long as Omicron doesn't get worse or Delta doesn't get worse, then that's what we are going to see. But why exactly am I saying this is the perfect trade for retail investors as well as even hedge funds that want to go long on AMC? It comes down to the simple fact of risk to reward. You have a lot more potential reward in this case, specifically because what we're going to talk about next and the movie lineup for next year, starting off the first day of January, is insane. But really, what is your downside here? Next year, 2022 is going to be the best year for the movie theater industry that we have likely ever seen. And that is a big, bold claim, but that's the flat out truth. We have a roster that has been backed up for 2 years now. So we're going to see some incredible numbers, and the markets, they're going to try to price that in. But exactly why is this the perfect trade? Because you have limited downside, potential massive upside with a short squeeze. And if you're a hedge fund, you should find comfort, and this is why it's crazy for hedge funds to be shorting the stock. But if you're a hedge fund that is thinking about going long in AMC, you should feel comfort in the sense of you have such a large retail community that is backing the stock, that is behind the stock, especially at its current levels, since we have already went through, this wasn't even a short squeeze because shorts by and large didn't even cover, but you've seen all of these traders come into the stock. The stock has been going down, but those diamond hand apes are still holding on to their positions. And even considering what I just said about hedge funds having to basically impress their clients to keep their clients' money longer, you can think about this very, very logically. Take a stock like Microsoft. This has been a real rush to safety since we have had all this fear, uncertainty, doubt. Microsoft is over a $2.5 trillion company. Take AMC for an example with a $15 billion market cap. Do you think it's going to take more or less money to double AMC's share price value, to double its market cap compared to something like Microsoft going from $2.5 trillion to $5 trillion, or AMC going to $30 billion? It's going to take way less money to move the needle on AMC, especially after all of these stocks, like I said, have been so just beaten into the ground recently. It's very easy and straightforward to see. But as well as that, we do have a lot of blockbuster or expected blockbuster movies that are going to be going into theaters. You guys can see all of these right here. Operation Fortune, The Lost City, Morbius, Dog, that looks actually like a good movie, Moonfall, Lightyear, Uncharted, and these are all movies that will hit all theaters. Batman, Black Phone, Scream, Aquaman, Mission Impossible, Halloween Ends, Spider-Man, another Spider-Man movie, Miss Harry Goes to Paris, just a ton of movies. John Wick Chapter 4, literally you can keep going. Thor, Love and Thunder, there's Black Panther 2, Jurassic World, Black Adam, another Marvel movie. There's so many blockbuster movies that are going to be going to theaters. I would place my bets with AMC stock. Avatar 2, Avatar, the first Avatar still holds the #1 blockbuster record, I believe over $2 billion at the box office. So it's very obvious to see. This is not anything that is really new news to you guys, but even on top of that, we are seeing signs of the short squeeze may be very close. With this days to cover correlation, as you guys can see, days to cover inverts the stock price. So days to cover was 2.4 before the June rally. June 6th, AMC started to go up, went up 10x in value. Days to cover fell down to about half a day to cover. Days to cover started to rally back up before the June rally, peaked out at 1.74, came down as the share price went up, and we have stayed down with the days to cover for a very long period of time, as we did have a lot of traders into the stock, as we have seen the traders exit the stock and the volume mostly go away comparatively to what we were seeing, a couple 100 million shares that were trading hands every single day. The days to cover got up to 1-year all-time highs. So we're even looking more bullish now than we have ever looked in the history of this AMC trade. We did peak out at 2.62 days cover, currently at 2.54 days cover. The share price went up 19% on Friday. Days to cover ticked down a little bit, and I hope you guys can see that good from however you guys are watching this video. But to see this continue to correlate, if this does continue to correlate and we see the days to cover shooting down, we're going to see the share price shooting way up, way up, and we have never actually seen a short squeeze. We're going to go over this more in depth in the video we're going to be doing later on tonight. On top of AMC just looking like a perfect trade, it gets even much better with even JP Morgan's chief market strategist calling out the mid cap and small cap stocks that are being shorted into the ground for no reason. So regardless who loves it, who hates it, this is going to cause hedge funds to reconsider their strategies, potentially start to cover on their short positions, as well as start to buy these heavily shorted stocks. And even on the Ortex data, we can see we are approaching, and this is going to be very soon. We're only 1 month away from the January 21st, 2022 expiration date, where we already have 118,000 calls that are in the money, 402,000 calls that are out of the money, and very little puts relative to calls that is in the money that is actually in the money. And these puts are very far out of the money. You're looking at the $5, $10, $15, $20 strikes with the most majority or highest majority of the open interest for the puts that are actually out of the money. And if you guys do actually take a look at the actual option chain on the call side, you can see that a huge amount of this open interest is actually held at the $40 strike. You guys can see 10,000 for open interest at the 30, another notable one, 5,500 at the 33, 7,700 for open interest at the 35, and then at the 40, 56,000 contracts that are held at the $40 strike. That is 5.6 million shares that will have to be hedged for if we go to $40 by January 21st, 2022. I think it's pretty safe to say we are at least at the bare minimum, in my personal opinion, going back to $45 to $60 per share. That's the bear case. That's the bear case, in my personal opinion. There is every reason in the world to buy AMC stock at the current moment, as we have went over here in this video. But you also do have a lot of open interest, which is unfortunate, at the $145 strike. So it's very possible that we do hit $100, $145, $150 by January. And I think just obviously hedge funds starting to cover a small percentage of their positions, as well as other hedge funds starting to go long on the stock, could lead us to go to those high levels. But either way you put this, either way you want to chop it down, This is the perfect trade in my personal opinion, and AMC is about to explode. So let me know down below in the comment section, what do you guys think about all of this information? Does it make sense to you? Does it not? Let me know your take on all of this information. Consider subscribing to the channel as well as liking the video like I just said. Check out the pinned comment down below. Go ahead, follow me over on Twitter. That is free99, as well as check out the buy and sell alerts if you guys want to be notified every time I make a trade in real time. Also, if you guys want to start sending your orders to the lit exchanges, check out Public. They're even better than Fidelity in my personal opinion. It only takes about 2 or 3 minutes to sign up and receive up to $1,000 in free stock. Definitely check that out if you guys have not already. That's where I've been buying a majority of my AMC shares as of late. Love and appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Get ready for tomorrow, but I will see you in later videos.